What's up, everybody? I'm saying what's up because, unlike normal, when we do an interview for the River Blast podcast, we're doing some video content as well because we're a quarter way through of the season, Alex.
Yes.
1/4 of the way done already. Can you believe it?
It's going fast.
It's like in school, first 9 weeks are over. Fun fact, Noah Hiles once got an F on his report card in the first 9 weeks.
Really?
Freshman year of high school, I had the swine flu.
Oh!
So my freshman year of high school, that was like a big thing, I guess. Remember that?
I remember the swine flu, yeah.
So my whole family got it. I got it a week after everyone else did. And I had a ton of homework that I needed to do, and I think I just lost all of my honors English homework, and I didn't turn it in, and I also bombed a couple tests, so I had like a 77%, but then I lost 20 percentage points on homework, on that week of homework I didn't turn in.
You just hate to see it.
So it went down to 79. It went down to 59. And that was my argument to my parents. I said, well, it's an F+. And they did not enjoy that at all. But I ended up, I got like an A in the second 9 weeks, and it averaged out to be like a
redemption
C+.
story.
But yeah. But anyway, first quarter of the season is come and gone for the Pirates. So, like I said, rather than doing an interview, we are going to give our report card out for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This will be on YouTube. It'll be on my channel. You can just search Noah Hiles on YouTube and see what Alex and I look like. We got our sponsors. We're rocking them. I'm rocking Slice on Broadway. They sponsor the segment portion of the show, which is coming up next in the episode. And Alex is rocking, of course, No Negations, who this part of the show is brought to you by. So, Alex, I guess we'll just work our way back into the field. We'll start with the infield. Give me your overall grade for the infield, I guess, to start the year.
Okay, the way I'm doing my grades.
Well, no, and then we'll do the overall grade, and then we'll do our best player and then our worst player.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So give me your overall grade first.
My overall grade is a C for the infield.
Okay.
And I should put an asterisk next to all this that I base my grades based on my expectations going into the season.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting 4 All-Stars. There's 1 All-Star. There's also a couple black holes.
Yes. I go C+, just because I think that 1 All-Star has been, if you're going to go expectations, he has exceeded every single person's expectations, especially, some anonymous scouts. So,
Big Thump is better than Big Lump.
there you go. All right, who is your best? It's safe to say Josh Bell.
Yeah, Josh Bell gets an A.
I give him an A+.
The defense is the only thing that kept it from being a plus.
I think the defense has improved. The arm, not great. But overall, I think he's improved every other phase of his game. I think right now, as we are speaking, if you look at his entire, sample size, and due to the fact that Bellinger has been moved permanently to the outfield, Josh Bell right now is the best first baseman in baseball.
Yeah.
Statistically, defensively, like Alex said, there are better guys out there, but altogether, through this first quarter of the season, he's the best at his position. I give him an A+.
And one thing I do want to give Josh Bell credit for with his defense, the arm's bad. I don't like the range. He has become a picking machine.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I can't think of too many times where a ball was hopped to him that he didn't get the ball, didn't catch it. Like, that is an aspect of his defense that has greatly improved in 2019.
Yeah. Worst player / position. I'll open up with this. I'm going to go, I give catcher, and I'm going to give it a D.
Wow, you're generous.
Yeah, and I just think for defensively, Cervelli's been okay. But offensively, it's an F. And Diaz, he hasn't done much, but then again, how much baseball has he really played? So, I'm giving him a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt that he can turn it around. Cervelli, I don't have much hope for this season. So, especially after what we've seen so far, I give him a D. Third base is a close second place for the worst. I give them a D+. Moran's about a C+, and Gung's an F. So
yeah, Cervelli was my F in this.
Cervelli's an F?
Yeah, I mean, WRC plus, he has a 48. Jacob Stallings has a 47.
That
is
alarmingly bad.
Yes. And the framing, it started off pretty well. He's not framing well anymore. He is catching some base runners, except, Jared Dyson had a couple stolen bases on him last game. So it just doesn't look good for him right now. I mean, he has hit the ball harder of late ever since he changed his stance. That's good. You got to put it in the air, too.
Yeah. All right, we'll move to the outfield now. Real quick, Alex, I will say my grade. Overall outfield, I give an A-.
I gave a B+. plus.
Okay.
So that's 2 times in a row we've pretty much been on the same
Yeah,
page.
best outfielder. I mean, this, I feel, Melky.
I gave Melky an A- as my top grade.
I gave him an A. I mean, you almost have to give him an A for effort in the field just because he hates just running out there. Especially
it looks like a chore.
When they play him in right, when they used to play him out in right field at home, and he'd have to run all the way. Left field, they're being a little nicer because it's along the third base line, so he can just go straight out. But going all the way out to right field at PNC Park, I know it's a short porch, but the Milkman, man,
it kind of reminds me whenever Seth Rogen was in Superbad.
he's the fastest kid alive.
Yes.
Fastest kid alive. Yeah, I mean it's funny. It is funny. I'm really enjoying the Milkman experience though, the Melky Cabrera experience. That was a hell of a steal by the Pirates front office there. And then my worst outfielder, all of them have been pretty good.
The only
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Yeah, I gave him an I.
I just gave him
incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. Yeah, didn't show up.
Yeah.
So
because even like Jason Martin had a couple clutch hits.
Yes, and he stuck
even
in the
JB
field, but
Shuck.
He got on base.
He got on base. And
Brian Reynolds has been
pitched
good.
well.
Marte has been good. Yeah, JB Shuck 92 on the corner. I'll never forget that.
He was throwing as hard as Trevor Williams.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yes. All right, so now we'll move to the starting pitching. This will be interesting, Alex. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I'm going to give the rotation as a whole an A-.
Really?
Okay. There have been a couple really bad blemishes, but overall, whenever the Pirates are in the game, it is because of their starting pitching.
So
they are carrying this team, and I know that Musgrove, his season stats are a little wonky because of those 2 bad starts. He's been solid. Archer's been solid. Lyons has been one of the best pitchers. This Lyons is my only A+ on the team.
Lyles?
Yeah.
You're saying Lions.
I said Lions. I wrote down Lions.
Come on, buddy. All right.
Oh, you just
I will say I give them a B for this reason. They kind of remind me of a lot of tests I took in college for subjects I really didn't care to learn about. There's the beginning of the test. It's all multiple choice or true or false, and you can just memorize trivial knowledge kind of stuff with flashcards. But then you get to the last 5-10 questions and they're open ended. And you're like, oh, I actually got to explain this stuff. I actually have to show that I am able to interpret this knowledge, and you lose all your points there. That's kind of what the starting pitching's been. Opening the season, it was incredible. All the quality starts, all the shutouts, all the long outings, they were great. They fell off a little bit, which was to be expected. But I think the injuries, which you can't fault them for, but I will take points off because you know what, I'm grading it, and that was my decision. And I can't, in good faith, give a rotation an A that has Broughton, Nick Kingham making starts.
Well,
so that's why I gave it a B overall. My best pitcher again was Lyles. I given him an A, and my worst starter, Broughton, Kingham aside, has been J-Mo, and I gave him an I for injured.
I gave J-Mo a C- because even before then, I didn't think he was. I'm basing this off of my preseason expectations, and he was not matching them.
I'm giving J-Mo some a T and a P, thoughts and prayers. That's what I'm giving him because he needs
some toilet paper.
Get healthy, buddy. Toilet.
You said TP.
Oh no, he can have that if he needs it. I don't know. All right. So what?
Oh, if he needs the toilet paper, he can.
Anyway, we'll wrap it up by the bullpen now. So to recap, I've got C+ for the infield, A- for the outfield, B for the starting rotation. My bullpen grade is a C+. They've been, I guess, overall above average. I think that they've held their own in the games that they've won, and in the games that they've lost, they have been atrocious. Normally the starting pitching is pretty bad in the games that they've lost to. The run differential is not great. I mean, one of the worst in baseball. And that's due largely to the fact that the bullpen lets games get out of hand. They're crooked innings in the 6th, the 7th. Richard Rodriguez, Keone Kela struggled early on. Nick Kingham, the list goes on and on. So they've been far from perfect. So I'd say Rich Rod's my lowest grade. I give him a D.
I gave Rich Rod a D too.
And
but
then again, I think the highest overall grade, tied with Josh Bell, Felipe Vasquez A+. Best reliever in baseball right now.
Yeah, I gave Vasquez an A+ too.
Yeah,
and I also gave Liriano an A, and I gave the bullpen.
Yeah, I'll give Frankie an A, and I'll give Kyle Cricker B+. He had one bad outing, and that really wasn't his fault.
Yeah, he wasn't even hit hard that outing. It was bloops and bleeders.
Stat sheet still shows it. So
yeah, and I give the bullpen a B-.
B-? All right, so that's not too far off from what I did.
Clint. I'll give Clint a B. I think he's doing well with what he's been given.
And especially with the decision to call up Tucker and Reynolds and I've yet to find. There's been a couple decisions, like pinch hitting Jung Ho the one game was bad, I thought, and then we just danced around that and he made us even more confused with his response. Not pitching Vasquez the other day when the game got out of hand against Texas was a bad one. But overall, when you can only think of a couple times when Clint made a mind-boggling decision and cost you a game.
Well, how about just the fact that this team has had 19 different players hit the injured list in the first quarter of the season.
3 games over 500.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and they are players of consequence. It is his best pitcher. It is Tyon. It is his Gold Glove left fielder. It is Starling Marte. Like
the best player
Polanco.
On the team. Yeah.
These are players of consequence, impact players that are down, and they just keep winning.
Yeah, and I think they're
except whatever Marte was there.
They're starting to be a little bit more innovative again. I like that. Yeah, not bad, Clint. So
yes,
I'll give the manager a B. I think that will round it up.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think of our grades on social media. Feel free to tweet at us at Riverblast Radio, at Noah_Hiles95, at Alex J. Stumpf. And we'll hopefully have a lot more video content coming out for you guys throughout the entire baseball season. Until then, we're going to get back to the podcast. So check that out, Riverblast Podcast.